Hello everyone, I'm Trace and you're watching Earth Star, and today I'm going to do my Take What You Need series again. I thought it's a good idea. I've missed them for a couple of weeks and I thought let's try them again. So I'm going to use Oracle cards this time. I'm not going to use Tarot, and I'm going to use the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck here, and I'm going to use two of my little decks, the Divine Directions and the Starlight little deck for us. So let's do two piles again. So I'm going to be doing the seasons because I know the Northern Hemisphere you are in spring, but if you like autumn, then you know what, you choose autumn. So pile A is spring, pile B is autumn. Oh, those are all flying everywhere. Let's put them back that way. Autumn. There's the autumn card, and let's put those aside. And then Divine Directions for spring. Which one is for spring? That one. And for autumn in the Southern Hemisphere where I am, there's too many coming out there. Let's see what's coming out for autumn. I'll take that one. And then our last little one is the Starlight, because there is a full moon on the weekend. Right, for spring and for autumn. All of us that are in autumn. And if you don't want to choose the autumn, that's fine. Choose what you want to, and whatever hemisphere you want to, or whatever you want to. There's no rules here. So this is pile A. If you like what you see, please can you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. To those who are back here, thank you so much for coming back, and thank you for supporting and being kind to me in the comments and telling me that things resonate with you. If they don't, that's fine. You know, it's a free channel. It's a free advice coming through. Whatever is channeled, if it is resonating with you, take it. If it doesn't, try something else. So now autumn, pile A. No, this is spring, pile A. You've got love. The answer you're seeking is love. Now look at this unicorn looking at us with those koi eyes, beautiful blue wing coming up. Now usually love comes from the heart center. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that it is a romantic love. This could be love for your family, love for life, love for anything to do with your heart center. So, you know, that says here the answer that you're seeking is love. Now, you could be thinking, you know, the card wants you to be simple and powerful about love. It could be divine love, healing love. It could be a love around your family. It could be any relationship that you have with another person. So it also could be something that you do that you love. Talking, writing, singing. It can be anything to do with a pattern in your life that you need to apply passion to. So this card, it could mean that another person really loves you as well, and that their feelings are really good about you. So we'll see from what happens from here in the spring card. And it could mean that you love spring, you're loving life at the moment, and you just someone who opens your heart and is absolutely just loving life. And we've got affirm. Create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. Now that is also something that you love, because that is gratitude. When you're thinking about phrases and affirmations in your life, you are thinking positively about life, and you're loving what you're doing. You're loving it, what's happening around you. And look, if you've chosen the spring pile and things are not really good for you right now, this is just a reminder to bring back love back into your heart. Because what are we really doing here? You know, like we're not supposed to struggle. We're supposed to love what we're doing. So bring that back for you. And you've got the moon. Take time to reflect. Oh yes, we've got the moon coming up this weekend. So if you're in this pile A and you are in spring, or you've chosen spring, and you're not feeling like you're loving life at the moment, there is a suggestion here for you to sit down and write down the positive and negatives in your life, and you can create affirmations around that. And when you write things down, when you write how maybe your nurturing is going well in the world, or somebody is nurturing you, or perhaps you've got a family member who isn't well at the moment, and you can show them some love. Maybe it's not about you, maybe it's about giving it out. Maybe it's just to score some good karma by being good to those around you, because that is a reflection that you can also use going forward. Now, love, oh my gosh, love is such a big subject, but if you are here and you're feeling really, really down about life, what is it about your life that you can look at and you can think to yourself, how can I experience it better? There is a way, you know, like we look at things in life, and we are experiencing, all of us, and we trying to gain a bigger picture of how the world is to us and how we experience and we overcome fears and doubts and challenges. And this time to reflect, the moon is asking you here, is the journey itself is an adventure, and if we add a bit of love into it, it doesn't matter where you end up. Just try and make the change today. Just try and make that you get out of your comfort zone and you experience a little bit more away from the fears and doubts. And when you create your own affirmations, you're affirming and you're bringing the wisdom back into your personal growth. And there's so much hidden potential in that. You find purpose and direction. Gosh, spring, that's quite a deep message for you there today. Right, the next one is autumn. And you've got finish what you started. You've started something important. Now it's time to complete it. Now you look at this unicorn, and this unicorn is really energetic, happy, joyful. And there's a lot of pressure on us. There's a lot of pressure, all of us, in the harvesting months, which is what we are now in the Southern Hemisphere. We're supposed to reflect on what we've built for the year, what we've planted, and what we have. And this is just a metaphor for your life. Where you have put your seeds and where they have grown, there might have been something that you've left out that you could actually pick up now in the winter and restart it. For example, taking it very simple, a crocheting project or a home project at home, or something, maybe you've got a friendship and you have neglected that a little bit. You started something important, now it's time to complete it. So what is it in your life that has been so important to you that you've harvested and harvested, you've planted and planted and planted, hoping for a good harvest come autumn time? What is it, something that you've started that you could go back to? It could be perhaps increasing your CV or learning something new. Perhaps you started a course, and on this course it'll make you a better person for your CV. Or perhaps it's something in your home that you've started to move things around, because you know how feng shui works in your home. Perhaps you've got a table that's in the way of the flow through your home, and you started a project there, but you haven't quite finished that. Or perhaps it's something in your walking routine or your health routine. Perhaps you started to walk your dogs and it hasn't quite finished yet, meaning that you haven't done everything every day to carry on with that exercise routine. So something needs to be completed in your life right now. So let's see what else your cards are saying, and then let's go from there. Passion. Passion always confined to sexual energy. It means to be felt. Don't hold back. So that is definitely fitting in with our little message today, autumn, that there's something inside of you that you are maybe suppressing that could be something that you could move forward with passion. And in winter, I don't know about everybody else, but in winter we don't feel like doing anything. We want to just cocoon and hermit. But I'm in the Southern Hemisphere, and winter is beautiful. We have a sunny day. We have hardly any humidity, and to me that brings out the passion in me. To me, I can start doing anything. I start doing so many creative projects in autumn. So perhaps that's you as well. Maybe that's a metaphor for you to get up and use your passion in places that you thought that were dormant. And then your second card is breakthrough. For a star to be born, it must first collapse. This is not your destruction, it is your birth. So that actually fits in nicely. Maybe there's something that you thought that because it has broken down, there's no ways you can get back to it. But give yourself time today to think about something that maybe you were passionate about in your younger years, or perhaps last year, or even in the pandemic times. Maybe you were forced to face something that you were passionate about, and you've left it there in a dormant state. And this is saying now that because it collapsed, because the star collapsed, it doesn't mean that it can't be rebuilt up again. That is not your destruction. So this is quite a deep message as well, autumn. There is something in your life that you can reignite, you can recalibrate on, and you can spark up again. And your passion there is saying, dig deep for that. Because, in autumn, you're supposed to be harvesting, but think about something that maybe you is not, let's say it was detrimental to you in a way that maybe a year ago you weren't healthy enough to do, or perhaps you didn't have the money to do it, or perhaps you didn't have the resources, and maybe your friends group was different. Now you've got a different friends group, or maybe you didn't have the right vehicle to do something with a project that you wanted to do. Have a look at that today. Regroup yourself and have a look at something that you started a very long time ago that is important to you, and how you can complete it now. That is so interesting, Autumn. Well, I wish you peace and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care and chat to you soon.